So, I mean, I think it's definitely interesting. I mean, you're saying that you're in your early 50s and you're saying that you were a swimmer from 8. So I want to know kind of like how long did it take you to get to where you are? And then obviously you talked about like your swimming career, but obviously in that journey, there must have been a switch to where you wanted to come more on the medical side. So how long have you been in the medical space?
Well, I came from Belgium to the US as a licensed physical therapist. So after the '96 Olympic Games, they were short of physical therapists in the United States. So a recruiter called me and says, "Hey, do you want to come work over here? We're short of therapists." And I was only in my 20s, and of course I want to. So he said, "Where do you want to work?" I said, "Fort Lauderdale." He said, "Why?" I said, "Because I know all the bars, because that's where we went for training camps. The Swimming Hall of Fame is there, right? I'm in my 20s." So then 2 weeks later, they called back. I said, "I can't find anything in Fort Lauderdale, but I have a position right now in Ormond Beach." So I go, "Excuse me?" He says, "Ormond Beach." I said, "I don't know where that is, but the beach sounds fine," which is just north of Daytona. So that's where I ended up. So then I started working as a physical therapist, but I got exposed to acupuncture, oriental medicine, and I got very interested in it. So I went back to school to the Florida College of Integrative Medicine 3-year program. I got my license in acupuncture, board certified in Chinese herbs, homeopathy, etc. And that's when I really started to integrate both. And like I said earlier, even though they're less invasive, I really didn't see lasting results either. So then I decided to get my PhD in holistic nutrition. I really started looking at Mother Nature, because even today, if you don't know the answer, just look at animals in the wild and you know exactly what to do. And usually it's the opposite what the doctor tells you. And so then I got really confident in the fact that I can help anybody with their health. I'm very confident in that. And so finally, later in life, the last 5-10 years maybe, I really was able to surround myself with with people with the similar mindset, but also what I call mentors, people that were successful in the area before me, people that I take advice from. And so one of the things that I preach now really is like, we need those people in our lives to get to our highest potential. You can't do it by yourself, right? So this was just a few weeks ago. I had a podcast, and apparently there were 30 high school students live in the studio of the host. And so they wanted me to share one message with them. And the message was basically this: is because it's bigger than biohacking or being healthy. It's the purpose of your life. Because most people, not just high school kids, but even 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, we still didn't figure it out. And it's because we're really pushed in this one direction, right?
Mm-hmm.
We feel we have to go to school, and then we get pushed into college, and then we got to work till we're 65, and then supposedly the golden years come and we can buy an RV and travel around. But a stroke prevents that usually, right? So and our parents push us in certain directions. Dad's a lawyer, so we got to go law school. Mom's went to med school, but she failed, so she wants to live vicariously through you, and so you need to go to med school, or you need to do this or that because that makes money, and so you can provide for your family. And so all these kids are pushing that direction, and so we never fulfill purpose of life. And that's why we have also, in my opinion, an amazing amount of people that are anxious and depressed because we're not fulfilling a purpose in our life. And so I really encourage people to sit down and ask themselves, what is it that I'm passionate about? What is the superpower that I wanted when I was a kid? What are the dreams about who I wanted to be? Because at that point, when we were a kid, we were convinced we could be that person, but then somebody told us it was impossible. And so most of us settle for ordinary, while some of us continue to chase those dreams. So I tell people we really need to figure out what our purpose in life is, then make a plan or a strategy and attack all the obstacles, and surround yourself with the team of experts that you need to make those dreams come true. And that's what a lot of my mentoring is about. Make them accountable and make those dreams come true, and set that plan and set that strategy.